Radio check 1 2 3. I kind of forgot how to live stream. But hello. Long time no dailies. Actually, long time no LMP2 as well, because I had to fully adjust the camera, like the cockpit camera position for this car. But it should be all good. Why is my frame rate so choppy? What is going on? 138.9. Yeah, it's like the lows are like in 80s. If I read the Steam overlay on the top left correctly. It feels a bit strange. Anyway, couple of seconds to go before ELMS Monza Sprint Quali. Evening, Robert. Hello, Joao. I am not doing Spa. Good evening, Mario. We thought of doing Spa, but we are not really, like, we are kind of in some, like, more summer conditions still. Like, it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be very hot. It's gonna be the hottest day of the year remaining, I believe. I'm happy to skip that Sunday, to be honest, on Saturday. Well, on Saturday I have HRSC, the thing that probably nobody wants to watch almost, but it's still I still love doing it. Trans Am cars. Gonna be driving Buenos Aires. I have not upped the graphics. It's all on lowest. I don't get it. Maybe... But wait. I guess the setup is correctly loaded. Look, it's... Why are my reflections so high? Because I see frame rate is struggling a bit, but the reflections are better than normally. But you see the Genesis Magma Racing, this is the IDEC LMP2. It's not the hypercar. It's like blurred. The textures are low. Anyway, I hope everything works. This is gonna be my first actual race in 1.4 LMU. Well, yeah. Am I allowed to say? I mean, I've said in the past that I'm part of the Alpha group, doing Alpha testing. Is that part of NDA? Seeing people getting banned, I am not comfortable talking too much. But you know, I've experienced the netcode before, and I've seen many incidents with netcode. So I don't know. Balbiano 1021, okay. Balbiano plus iRacing netcode. I'll give space, probably. Or I break late enough that I survive. So, oh, hello Alex. I plan to do this, and then I do one stint sprint at Daytona, and then I do WEC experience at Paul Ricard. It's gonna be quite packed. I mean, I hope that the schedule... wait, it's not in 40 minutes, right? Right? It's... okay, wait. Let me... brain... We don't have warmer, so I have 1 or 2 more laps to think. So it's in 1 hour, right? Daytona is in 1 hour. Because I had to readjust my schedule. Because UTC schedule, and then I realized that the game reset my time zone to UTC instead of UTC plus 2. And then still everything was like broken in the schedule. It just had a plan, then I checked the times, and then they were completely off compared to what I saw some hours ago. So I hope it starts in 1 hour. That's or 55 minutes or something like that. I hope. I think this race is gonna end at 1935 CEST, and then I should have 20 minutes to load Daytona. I hope that's how it is. Let's see. It should be. Cold tire still. I'm more nervous in a way than before the actual special events. Just because I've not done these dailies without much practice. No, it's not nervousness, it's just 3 laps of practice, download the Go setup and try to see what happens. Anyway. I guess tires are still too cold. But the grip is fine. I've not touched the ducts at all. Maybe they are too open. And my fuel is too low. Ah, rip. Guess I lift and coast on this lap. To have then 2 extra laps. Don't close the duct if I want to brake. Copy. Thank you, Stefano. I've seen some chat about the brakes still not being too great. Yeah, I wanted to do GT3 at Daytona, and then I realized it's gonna be impossible with the schedule, so this Monza race just fit in perfectly. I don't know, is tire warming like this a thing or not? If you're not really going flat out and braking, the temps are kind of high. Or low, sorry, low. Anyway. 2 attempts. Here we go. Hello, Nicholas. I'm not doing spa. We will be focusing on Daytona special event and also VMS Pro, which is at Paul Ricard 1 week later. Well, it was some good apexes at least. So 2nd and a half in last sector. This car almost drives itself compared to hypercars. I was way too cautious on the brakes everywhere. Okay, couple more tenths. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, LMP2 TC. I think I'm gonna run out of fuel over the line. a snap. Lap before I had understeer. Dear fuel. 0.2. 0.1. Okay. Second row. I'll accept second row. How much fuel do I need for the race? I have no idea. Yeah, I was cautious, like I didn't really practice. So I'm pretty happy with being only 10th offer, so that's fine. Can have a nice race from here. Now let's load the correct... Okay, let's not leak a setup already. I'm just gonna load the race set. Well, how many laps is it? 30 minutes? I guess 20 laps. Anyone knows the number? Or do you need the calculator? 30 times 60 divided by... divided by what? I'm not playing Genesis. This is not Genesis. This is just IDEC LMP2. I have time to load this engine. Fuel I used 2.86 and I did 36. So we divide that by 96. It's gonna be 19 times 2.86 is 56. That's fine. 58. I'm gonna take a little bit new tires as well. They are. Okay, just in time. Ooh. 30 minutes, P4 to P1, can we do it? That wasn't the burnout. I'll warm up the brakes, right? LMP2 things. So, Monza T1 with the updated or downgraded netcode. Oh, it's the nice, it's the Benetton livery. Here we go. Come on, Balbiano, brake. Brake too late, please. He got first geared. It's so difficult to adjust the mind to the super long first and second gear when the when the hypercars have so short relatively. Okay. I don't know, I didn't want to risk too much, but I couldn't really do anything. But yeah, no drama, pretty nice. Well, supposedly AI are crashing themselves. So it's not AI. Come on, we're pace. Fuel is fine. Yeah, don't ever smash the first gear, smash the throttle in first gear in LMP2. Sometimes it just randomly snaps. Okay, I can brake later. Why are tires so cold? Purple S2, nice. When was actually the last time I raced LMP2s? It must have been Barcelona 4 hours. When we had the crazy fight for the lead in the last few laps. And then TC bite me into the rear and I spun. Right, pace is there. We are there. I brake 2 meters later and then I lock up. Anyway, if I do anything weird today, keep in mind I was waken up by my kid at 2:20 AM and he said, "It's morning, good morning, let's go to the bathroom, let's make breakfast." Took me a couple of minutes to convince him that it's not morning yet, so... But we got the sleep in later. But still my brain might be slightly off. That's my excuse for today if I do a mistake. Very ambitious. Hi Tom. 5/10 off now. Come on. Brake later. Yeah, that's better. Purple. I'm scared to break into Oscari. It's such a weird corner. The car is never really balanced. It always wants to either lock up, understeer, bounce around, or have the biggest rear snap ever. .6 tenths off. Okay. And that was too late. Well, it's never the best of things to try to find out the limit of the brakes during a race. Although it's good fun in a way. Just if the leader is not escaping. I remember like a year or a year and a half ago we were racing LMP2s around Monza and the tires were screaming hot, like it was crazy, 100 Celsius plus. There we go. Well, I'm gonna catch Balbiano in P3, and then P1 and P2 will battle for the win and lose time. Ah, it's multiclass, I forgot about it, of course. GT3 into Ascari. Here we go. The bestest traffics. Welcome back. And he had a big snap. It's just... Yeah. I've said everything about it in the past already. It's just incredible how it just keeps repeating. Lost a second and a half almost. I'm good in sector 1, so I'm good on brakes. Or well, in top speed. But that's the car, that's not me. Okay, now they are getting stuck. Hi Kyle, hi Luis. Is it true that I am an AI? We are all AI now, right? The inputs are too good. Okay, the traffic gave back a little bit. But no, I can assure you I still run traction control here, so... What was that guy? 00 TCs and full throttle or something? Or it was full brake input till late into the apex. or something bizarre like that. That's nice. Beautiful. Still not gained anything to P1 though. I missed my streams as well to some extent, but it was just such weird time that I just could not do them. But good to have some more fun like this, without esport pressure. Apex is mine. Thank you. Sort of a switchback, but yeah, the Lexus was going to be parked on the Apex. Oh, thank you. That's nice words. Oh, that's many cars before Oscar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Netcode is cooperating? I thought it's greater probability that they run to the right side and I got squeezed out, but they stuck to the inside. Unlucky. Ah, it's the Porsche, of course. It has no front, so it has to park on the Apex. Forgot about it. Well, let's try to catch the P1 and P2 somehow. Although I will be happy with fight for podium. I just need a slight bit of extra traffic luck. And this is not it. Oh! Rodriguez has damage? Or just mistakes? Well, let's get them. It's not a Genesis LMP2, it's IDEC, it's the default in-game livery. But yeah, it has, like, they work with GMR. So, hence the Genesis Magma Racing logo. What was it with LMP2s? They had zero slipstream, right? It was always difficult to overtake. Here we go. Reset to lap 1. I don't think they have any extra slipstream, to be honest. Don't go for it yet. Okay, that's side by side into T1 for sure now. Belbiano going for it. Yeah, first gear again. You get absolutely no acceleration. Other second gear. And that's on LMP3. Oh yeah, they're second gear into those apexes. Even Ascari. Oh, this is slightly unlucky. One missed the apex. Another battle coming up. Let's go. Uh-oh. That was intentional. P1, guys! Oh, okay. No netcode yet. I'm defending this one. Uh-oh. Alright, into the lead. Defended it. They decided amongst themselves that they don't want to win, so... And they are up. Oh no. Split one. They survived, what, 13 laps, 12 laps and a half. They survived. But, there you go. I did what I had to do. Now let's survive in P1. Let's see if Belbiano has some extra pace compared to to me. Compared to E? What did they want to say there? Combination of I and me. E. Nice English. And he will get stuck now. Beautiful. I mean, I like racing like this, in a way, because I didn't really have the pace, or like on without the drama, to get the P1 or P2 even, but all in the top 3 got some drama going. with traffic or between the cells. I'm scared of that downshift to second. I feel like third rotates enough. Well, they both did something wrong to each other, right? So it's double ban, or maybe they don't protest each other, and then it's no bans. And I finally did a good lap. What is it? 36-4. Forgot what was the leaderboard. Purple is always nice. Okay, so I think I have some pace now. I'm feeling the car on the limit now, but on the very limit it's a bit sketchy, so without extra practice I don't want to push it too much. I mean, it's the eSport setup, so of course it's gonna be alive on the limit. Copy. Oh no. Here comes Balbiano. How many meters of extra space do I need to leave with this netcode? AMG. Hello Zakaria. Thank you Thatcher. What is this? What is going on? No. Unlucky. Track limit. Okay. Traffic gave. Traffic took away. Yeah, I mean, I should have stuck to the inside, but... oh well. I'm trying to survive, so... was that like a private full course yellow or something? Oh, that's gonna be a juicy Ascari. Oh no, he's gonna get through the Porsche. Unlucky. Nothing extraordinary. Well, it's just some cars racing around at various speeds, various levels of damage as well. It's difficult to race against these GT3s because the front grip issue in LMU. They have to park it on the apex, so they stick for such a long time on the apex, but then when they go on throttle they push the faster class cars wide. What is it with my English? Reminds me of the good old изъежце чрез цеста устошце порожце. Good old Slovenian tongue breaker.
Come on, one more chance, I need it. Not gonna say I deserve it. I didn't really have the pace overall for P1. So I should be very happy with P2, but who knows? Beautiful rotation. There should be 2 laps to go, right? Yeah, it is 2. Yeah, he's young. And he's gonna... well, the traffic DLC didn't work. Luckily enough buffer behind to P3. I cannot dive. And that's a 2-second gap. RIP. Okay, let's bring it home then. Slightly robbed, but I got gifted so much earlier in the race. Tried to air factor to the left apex a bit and lost time. What did he do? I guess huge snap for him. Coming in with a purple, but too far. Well, it's gonna be 0.1. And it's a P2. Okay, I'm happy with the race. All good. GG Balbiano. Is he still 10 years old? I hope he's at least 11 by now. But not a bad pace for that age. When I was 10, I was playing IndyCar Racing 2 and Wacky Wheels in Microsoft DOS on a keyboard. Right, yeah, let's check replay or two. No, I'm it's normal position. It's FOV. Wait, I don't have FOV assigned anymore. 275, 15, let's say. Around that. Could be a bit lower down, maybe. Maybe... Is this realistic? You know, always measure the distance to the monitor and then the virtual distance from the monitor surface to the windshield. I think it's kind of realistic to what it would be IRL. Maybe half a decimeter too far forward. I have 10 minutes to sign. Actually 15 minutes to sign up for the next one. So let's just quickly check. Was passiert? Well, the start was just like, I don't know. It's a ultra wide, yeah, 49-inch. Basically two normal monitors stitched together in the middle. There was a bit of a drama behind in the mirror, but nothing too crazy. And then what happened there? Let me see. Here was the Belbiano move around outside, and then of course the classic squeeze. And then the first gear that has no power at all in low RPM. And then this one. I mean, it was a fair battle. Okay, yeah. The classic Formula 1 move. In all sanctioned, well-sanctioned sim racing leagues, that would be a penalty on the silver car on the right. Bonk. Yeah, that's not the greatest of things to do. But well, I went through, I defended the inside, and then thank you very much, right? And then what on earth happened there? Oh, he waited for him. He waited for him. That's rough. And then luckily escaped, did not wait for him any further. Right, then I was leading, I did the fastest lap, all was looking good. And then, first of all, what is this? I mean, it's unlucky combination of traffic, right? I go through, next thing, like, isn't there like a system? It should disqualify somebody from stationary, from big stationary like this. It disqualifies you, but maybe he was not stationary for long enough. He was searching for gear or something. Oh. Well, he waits for me. Doesn't do anything stupid, so all good, good battling. And then we have a private code 80 ahead, or code 60, so like what would you do in this stage? Like, where do you put the car? You don't go for the apex, right? There is no room on the apex, so you go outside, and then suddenly there is nothing you can do. Or you stay on the inside and let the other car just overtake you, and like they are going to box anyway, so they would be sticking to the inside. Just unlucky. There is no way to predict. Come on. I mean, he kind of tried to give some way, but anyway, we look at the chat. Well, nothing too bad in the chat. Double podium for IDEC GMR. Let's go. Skip. Okay. Now the plan is he had illegal overtake. Because he was waiting for the yeah. And then he had to wait for the other car after second chicane, but then he turned in on him. I don't know. Right, online. Now I need to be careful here. Yeah, what is this about? Like, this is a bug, right? Let me have this with music on as well for more drama or being more calm. Because I'm gonna freak out. this logo. Let me first register. One stint sprint. Register. Let me take the GMR esports one. Alright. And now let's see the trolling again. Daily, weekly, special. But if I go back to main menu and back into online, we have Le Mans Virtual. Badly formatted, you know. Because it's glued together, and like this be a part of Le Mans Virtual at the bottom is not visible well, like white on white and then white on white again. And then I click on it and it's just the same thing as... It's not the same thing, but it's similar, right? Upcoming. Yeah, it's the same thing, just duplicated in a way. Completed. I've done quite some championships. Why doesn't this work still? Completed championships, all broken. Standings. Broken. All broken. Gonna be fixed one day. With version 2.5. But it's good to see what is it? Neuron activation. The logo. In negative or in normal. Memories. Now, the thing I have to be careful about is if I want to do the next round as well. I wanted to do this, one stint sprint, and then I wanted to do the... Let me quickly check. So we have wake experience 2055 and we have one stint sprint at 1955, and this one is 58 minutes. So I could register after it, but I don't want to risk. So I will jump into practice for this one, and then I'll wait for servers to be created, and then I'll just wait a minute more to register for the next one, and then jump into this one. Should work. Hopefully. Right, I need a lap or two. A 3-second stretch. And off we go. So I got told that softs are good. Oh. Hi Colin. Yeah, we got the LMVS at home. That's the LMVS at home. Colin, will you be in the race as well? Soft queue, medium race. Copy. I've got some questions about this pit exit. I don't think I need to ask. Also... Oh, yeah, okay. What is it? 29, 20.9. So I put all details to lowest, but I'm a bit... I'm feeling the horrible... Not grip, but frame rate. And GPU... Let me check something. Hotspot 85, not too bad. Memory 76. Oh, okay. Memory... No, memory is not even loaded. This is not a memory issue. I had a memory issue in the past. Like VRAM. Whoa. Yeah, okay, no warmers on, of course. What am I doing? But wait, this is just max. Sorry, what? Memory... Okay, let me first do the straight. Come on, stop! Thank you. 76 GPU, 52 memory. So memory is good. What is causing the problem then? CPU, nothing too crazy either. Nah, it's nothing. It's just the game. Is it TPU? Oh, hello, David. What's going on at our fellow competitor setup shop? I've seen some drama. I mean, probably you're not able to talk about it anyway, so... So, course... wait... It's... I don't even know what to say about this 50% usage. It's rather high. Yo, what? I know what's the problem. I have LMP2 wheel range. Calibrate. Yeah, there you go. I'm not driving 430 there. New softs, thank you. You're focused on doing your job. There you go. That's a good answer. Table 161 that felt like 30. Oh yeah. Hello, Paul. Well, Colin, you're different. I'm unable to do sub 500. But I have, I mean, I cannot show it, but there you see a number on top left corner. Like it's the Steam counters. I see the, like, I think it's the average, the low and the high. And the average is 139, but the lows are going down to 30. 59, 138. 137, 44. 78. So it's the lows, 42. It's crazy. Is it really just the lights? Evening, Schenner. I keep forgetting that the tires are cold. Well, 4 minutes to go anyway. Copy, Alex. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Gonna be fun for the race start and for Daytona special event. Surely there will be some optimism. What is going on? This is not the setup that I drove before. What? Okay, well, I mean... Anyway, we have what we have. We will survive. Maybe I have to reload. Looks like low FPS. Unlucky. It jumped down to 8. 139 average, 8 low. And this is without really cars around me. But what could be loading the CPU in this way? Like the GPU is just not doing much. Like it could be VRAM is just above half, 3D is like 3/4. Should I decrease the resolution to have like not 32 versus 9 but what is it, 20 something versus 9, 27:9? Disable the mirror. But well, you see the render distance in the mirror, it's like 200 meters or 150. Okay, that was better for the stability. Game is just cooked, let go. Yeah, potentially. It's the worst because then you hear reports of people on the full NASA spec PCs and they still have zero chance of running it smoothly. But like if they don't fix this for the special event, then it's gonna be like they better just remove the special event in 2 weeks. So PC-wise, 3080 RTX and Ryzen 9800X 3D. And it's not a 4K monitor, like it's just 1080p vertical resolution, so I should be able to run triples. Well, with 3080 probably not, but with CPU. But again, the GPU has room, it has overhead. Do I have to maybe increase the gain on the camera a bit? I think it's a bit dark. Just a little bit. There we go. So now we go to dailies. Wait, why do you hear the music? Ah, okay, I see. It's muted, but I still hear it for a reason. Upcoming wake experience. Register. Beautiful. And join. Okay, let's see. Do we survive the start? Well, Monza, I'm happy with Monza with Netcode. Netcode wasn't too bad, right? We could race kind of close, although I mean it wasn't really close racing. It was just carnage. But we went kind of close a couple of times, and there were no big incidents. You had stutters with lower graphics and less cars visible. Okay. I mean, how can you interpret it? You could say that if you load the GPU more, then the frame rate is less, so it does not load CPU that much, so it reduces the stutters. But with 3080 RTX, I am gonna run out of VRAM at some point if I keep maxing it out. You're in my split copy. Well, I hope I'm not cooked either. I have a alright of a setup, but I did not really practice much. I did a couple of
setup, kind of short runs, short long runs. I did do the Ferrari setup and the GMR setup for Go, although today I'm testing some further fixes or improvements from GMR esports, which I cannot leak. Load. Biggest improvements came from all visible cars and maxed render distances. What? Okay. My Fefe setup feels a bit weird. Really? I mean, you know, disclaimer, I had a bit of a bug. I spent 3 days and most of it was for nothing because there were bugs. Like the setup was not loading correctly. Because it was the first 2 days when we were trying to spam all the setups. Like the setup that I drove was really good, really drivable. I did a solid lap time. Like I was not far off the top lap times that I saw then in the races, but I was doing like race runs. I know that quali, like maybe in quali with full esports it's not fully on pace potentially. It'd be a 10th or 2 off. But I'm not gonna wait. Okay. I will not defend myself too much, but like the driving, I think was good. And I made it not fully oriented for top esports, but maybe for those who just want a fast, stable setup that doesn't understeer or oversteer, because I was snapping into the chicane if I try to go more esports on the balance. Well, render distance is just you have this rear view back clip and rear and wait, something like that. Front clip. I forgot what's the exact naming. You have understeer on power. Ooh, okay. Well, anti-roll bar can fix that. Honestly, I think I did like 33 free on full tank. And it was just a nice solid lap. But then I know that other people have found some extra pace, so maybe eventually when some further patches get released, come on, the setup gets updated. But it's not bad. I mean, it could go lower on the wing, could go higher on the rake. Feel free to increase the rear right height, but honestly, it was such a broken couple of days because the setup clicks weren't registering. We were doing laps and then figuring out that okay, this changed something, this should have changed something, but it didn't. And then we opened the ducts and the brakes were still fully overheating. And then we reloaded it, and then it worked, and then it was just complete mess. But that got hot fixed. Well, I did, like I did tell Go Setups, well, this is what I did. It felt good, but yeah, I'm not fully convinced everything is fully like it should be. Though again, the lap times were all right, and the car felt really nice. I did tell myself, well, I did really nice drivable Ferrari and GMR setups. Though I'm more like an understeer driver, I don't want cars that will snap on you. I don't want to modulate too much oversteer. I want the car to be stable and then to rotate. And then of course I complain of oversteer, I complain of understeer all the time because the car is kind of stable predominantly. It was weird because I think, what was the first set? First setup shop released like 33.1 quali lap time, and I immediately did 32.7, and I was like, okay, it's good enough for now. We're just trying to quickly do good setups. What is this bouncing? Just cold tire. Anyway, time to push. That could be Ferrari things, could be. Okay, let's do the low 32 then. No, tires not ready yet. The left side. I've heard 31s are possible. I did not see one yet. Why is it so understeery? Well, I did test on hard, on mediums mostly. Maybe it's just softs. Hello? Am I still live? You've been disconnected from the server. I am live. Live and alive. Okay, let's restart the game. Oh, come on. You just suddenly told me I got disconnected from the server. Server crashed. Well, that's not great. Now what? Why is the game not starting? Game already running. It's not running, I see the play button. Okay, it's launching now. Early access. Alex is on server. Ah, thank you, Thomas. Let me try to make it in time for the race. Join. Come on, let me. Thank you. Still sees me in game. So there's gonna be 2 Iernays now. What is this? I was going to be P2 there. Was a good lap. Okay, let me load the setup. Setup. Full tank. Duct. Setup is fine. "40-minute race. It's gonna be night, right? What do I do with ducts? It's just open, right? It has to be open, I think. Well, I went from P4 to P1 in the previous one, at least for some moments. From P5. P5 is on inside, so that's fine. What on earth are devs doing? Trying to fix maximum Verstappen. Wow. Yeah, I would have done 0.6, high 0.6 or low 0.7 if the server died on me 15 seconds later. The banking is interesting for the tire temps for sure. Okay, so pace is fine. Just weird to see a Ferrari, like Falcon colored Ferrari in a way. Ah, we're moving. AI slop. So... Ah, people still on laps. At least we only have 500 FPS. Oh yeah. The updated netcode. Well, this is not really netcode. It's just server side. But like... They have done so many fixes to stabilize the servers. So many upgrades, so many little patches and hotfixes, but it still keeps dying. It's like with the tires. For years they were just trying everything, but they still kept sliding. Until they finally brought in this tire model, which doesn't have slip angle abuse. But sadly it doesn't have any grip either. Has crazy corner speeds, but feels like no grip. So it's 38 at least. I don't know about what it would be with 62. Setup is loaded. Yeah. Anyway. Let's go on track and hope for the best. I could underfuel. Whatever. I've seen somebody press escape and getting just kicked straight into the main menu, so I just keep it like this. kicked from LMU Discord server. I mean, I guess everybody is complaining so much that they just cannot deal with it anymore. And they're more stressed than us about it. Let's not do the Colombo. Outside into T1, I forgot how it is. Green flag equals back to manual. Let's see. Let's see. I thought it's illegal to do like this accelerating and weaving and stuff. I guess not. Like the game allows it. Ow. Nice. It's always nice when people queue up on the inside into T1 and you can go around the outside, but well, got bonked a little bit, but all good. Alex mixed up. At least I feel nice in the chicane, like I messed it up a little bit, but I still didn't lose any time, and I gained some time. Brake early. Too early. But that's fine.
And the frame rate is actually acceptable for now. Still see the drops, like 80 FPS, 49, 103 for the lows in the frame rate, but 39. But it doesn't feel as bad as before, I think. Just require a little bit more to get the toe. No, it makes sense, the banking is like that. For the tires, for the right side tires to be disloaded. Why can I not make that apex? And why is shield doing 0.1? Oh yeah, the frame rate with or like G-Sync thing with tiny pedal, I felt it with the V-Sync. When I removed the V-Sync, it was fine. Oi, 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 oi. But for whatever reason, I don't see the G-Sync indicator from Nvidia today. But Monza was fine before. I bopped myself a little bit with this extra fuel, 7%, what is it? 5 liters, 3 to 4 kilograms, could be a tenth per lap. Arcas was 1 to 5. Okay. It is a lot of energy going through the tire for sure. Ooh, it's a slipstream, maybe. Ah, still too far. Yeah, Kyle, for now. But one day... That was too deep. And that was too early. to GT3 soon. We are so evenly matched. That was almost perfect. Oh, that's a horrible GT3 coming up. Oh no. Oh, yeah. I was too slow to react. Traffic! I mean, I mismanaged it a bit. And just blame myself. Would have left more room into the chicane. Now I left too much room. Thought we would get closer. Ay, ay, ay. Ah. Come on. Traffic DLC at it again. Optimal tire for hypers, I don't even know, like between 70 and 85. Four seconds to Alex. Did I go risky? I think I always left quite some margin and always double checked if there was gonna be space or not. In the end, nah, just Yarny traffic, there you go. I should have the pace to stick with Alex, but I don't know if I can overcome 4 seconds if I make the move for P3. Pretty tense. Top speed, please. Netcode is netcoding. That was nice. Let's go. High front temps during a 40-minute race. Well, you can expect what you see here. Cold-ish track. And quite hot front right and rear right. Run! Pretty tense. Is it enough? I have a little bit of top speed advantage, which is nice. Ah, GT tap, yeah, could be. Well then, dear traffic, can you cost P1 and P2 like 5 seconds, please? That was a beautiful chicane. .1, what can I do? I think it's 0.2, yeah. Nice lap time on hypers. I mean, it's basically this. Maybe you can dip in high 32s if you're really quick. Too much curb. Actually, this is good track limits. I think taking more curb really hinders your exit anyway, so it would be useless to just stricten the limits. Yeah, 32.9 for shield, that's good lap times. Oh, I'm P4. Where is P3? Somewhere on the grass. There he is. I'm so lonely. It's kind of nice to have some slipstream. 33.1. Front left complaining, but that's nice. Turn 1 delta. Traffic time. Getting stuck in the chicane time. I hoped they would get stuck and I wouldn't. And if that would happen 3 times, I would be in the slipstream. Pressed the wrong button and short shifted. It's getting a bit stuttery now. Was I too cautious? That kink and that braking zone is so sketchy. I'm trying to outbrake GT3s with ABS. Probably not the bestest of ideas. But look at the gaps now. 7.6. Like we are eventually in clean air, we are on the same pace. Maybe he has a 10th on me sometimes. Snaps of oversteer on exit of bus stop. Yeah, that's the thing I tried to fix in my Ferrari and GMR Go setups when I was building them. Just to have a stable bus stop. But it turns out if you want good balance everywhere, it's very difficult to fix both the low speed, to get the grip in low speed, and to have good chicane. That first gear wasn't the best of ideas. No, seriously, the traffic today does not want me to win. Today in particular. Months before it kind of teased me that maybe it's my time to win, but then 4 cars parked on the apex ahead of me, so... Just need to make sure I actually bring the podium home. Just about. But good to see that bop is nice, it's fine. I think equally balanced roughly now. At least the combination of car and driver bop in top 3. Purple. Always fun to watch the delta there. They go close to the wall and then drop it down towards the lower side of the banking, toward the apron. The delta accelerates to the negative. The bus stop is so nice. I feel it's a bit on the limit, but it's always comfortable. And I feel like if it snaps a little bit, I can catch it. That's a good setup. 0.9. Let's go. Ah, Shield was 3 milliseconds faster. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, let's steal the fastest lap. Well, esports livery has always been black. Now for VMS Pro we have to use the livery we started with, which is the black one. For special events with GMR Esports we have been using the orange one, but we don't really have a final decision on what to do. Of course we want to reassemble the real life Genesis car from WEC. Daytona with traffic, I mean, depends where. Oh, that's a nice lap time. But like this section here, it's wide, but it's kind of funnels into this little kink. In the chicane, honestly, there is nothing we can do, just wait behind. But this section here, this is the scariest. One of the scariest sections for multiclass. Too early on throttle. Such a shame about the quali server drop. I would be battling with at least Alex. But now it's probably too late to catch. Ah, that's a nice one, Colin. Butters. .34 low FPS. Still 139 average. But I like Daytona anyway, even when driving alone, it's a nice track. But it's literally like the worst hot lapper's nightmare. When you pull everything together, the final corner that waits for you is literally one of the hardest corners in the world, like mentally and actually, like, technically. And if you nail it, it just feels so much extra better. First gear works, but not really. During quali for Laguna, yeah, that's the fear I had for this race. Luckily we are still in it. Flying too much over the cuts. Or anti-cuts or whatever that curve is. Well, nice to have the radar at least. But that's what I needed to happen ahead of Alex, not ahead of me. Oh well. So I will have overfueled by 2 laps. That's... yeah, could be a 10th per lap. Not that much. I lost more than that because of skill issue. And much more than that because of traffic DLC issue. Am I close enough? Just about. And then if he lifted, he would maybe not lose 1/10 that he lost now because I had to take it more cautiously. Anyway, final lap. What was that understeer? Alright, well, that was a Daytona sprint. A shame, I had the pace to battle P1 and P2, but maybe not from the start, and especially not after the quali session spat me out of the server. Okay. P3. P3 is P3. It's a podium. All good. Guys, what's your braking point into turn 2 or whatever this is called? Where do you look when you brake here? I saw in a Go setup video, like on Instagram, that it's like the number 2 is suggested, but I actually look at the white line, and every lap I try to figure out which one is the correct one. Like, is it middle of these two or middle of these two? And I think I'm doing a good job actually recognizing the correct ones, but maybe sometimes I'm one dot or like one line late or early. I don't think I messed it up too much, but feels better of a breaking point. Yeah, race in 0 minutes. I mean, it's 2 minute 2 minute practice anyway, where I cannot do anything anyway. I just want to see the overtake. It was a nice one. The top speed was nice. He supposedly has had some damage. When I just broke late around the outside, I saw him going a bit too fast. Then switch back. Leave the space for Netcode. Defend. And defend again. And that was it. Alright. P3. T2 lap 1. Ah, okay. Well, let me jump into the next server. Just let's see. I mean, probably I gained the rating, right? I didn't lose it. Why this yellow? This bothers me. Why is it yellow? Yellow is not nice. It's like a PTSD color. You break it too and still lock up into the grass. It's a weird corner. Skip. I lost DR. From P3. Probably because Quali is doing shitty things. Unlucky. Okay. P2 Monza, P3 Daytona. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, one split. Interesting. So I opted in to do this one because we are going to be racing VMS Pro here, and because it's no chicane layout. So that's nice. Backstretch again. Next VMS, I think 28th or something like that. So it was like a big summer break between round 3 and round 4, which is nice because GMR Bob was horrible, but now it actually feels good. And like the Korean barbecue tire problem is gone. No more 5 to 10 Celsius hotter tire temps than some other cars. which helps when doing esports, of course. So I think, yeah, it's on the same weekend as Daytona, which is maybe a problem. Well, we probably do Daytona on Friday, then I do the HREC final round on Saturday, the Trans Am historic thing, and then we do VMS Pro on Sunday, so it's gonna be quite a packed weekend. One jump scare. GT3 pushing. Ooh, okay. Like going into the banking or what? P13. Alright, well. Did you gain rating? Just checking. What is it with cold tires today? Have I done too much setup work on warmers on potentially? It's nice to feel now when doing this cold out laps that it's not just understeer mess, because before 1.4 LMU on cold tires you just turned in and it was just nothing. The rear was stuck, the front just didn't exist. Now it's kind of nimble, feels like a car. Before bus stop, oh, that's the worst. Almost the worst. Although I managed to hit the wall on my own, well, in practice session, on my own, not in the race. Because I tried to open it up, but yeah, the wall is dark, and it's on the right, it's in a bit of a shadow anyway. And then sometimes you just gently touch it and it's quite rough. Oof. Skill issue. It's always a skill issue. I fueled up too much. Have 6 laps of fuel, well, potentially 5. It's just 4 attempts. Well, one thing I wanted to say, I really like this track. It's a really good track. But it has to be without the chicane in the middle of the back straight. Like this is the, well, it's not the original layout, because the original one is the one that's flat out turn 1 and turn 2. Oh yeah. But without the chicane here, it's really nice. It forces you to go lower downforce, and then these long corners. It's just great. I'm driving the middle, Colin. Oh yeah, but it's still the 0, yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna leak on the stream anyway at some point, because I'm gonna be switching adjustments, all the TCs and ARBs and engine maps and everything. Or, well, not engine maps, motor map. Try not to. Copy. Alright. The boss has spoken. Oh, that's too much curb. Front left said no. Which is not as bad as the rear left saying no. That curb with Ferrari I could take it. I just could carry more speed and open it up, but with GMR I cannot. This is one of the harder tracks. It's probably one of the harder to set up. But corners like this is just very difficult, and this one as well. Just so simple, but such a tiny margin between massive understeer or a lock-up and just complete rear snap. Same here, to be honest. And then here you just don't have any grip and you have to kind of drive in the dark. I mean, you have a lot of grip, but you cannot feel it. Second gear, where am I holding the second gear? I mean, I'm not going first anywhere, right? Yeah. There you go, Colin, first gear. But I went a bit too deep into turn 3. 1, 2, yeah, 3. Well, I have a bit of pace here, I think. Let's see what others do in the last lap. But you know, you do one little mistake and it does this. Or you do one little mistake and it does this. Pit enter practice. Too fast. Yeah, we will have to box here. I think it's 70% VE limit. Setup. Click on this and this. And it should be fine. Okay. Should I do some kind of back to front challenge? I have a little bit of time to decide. But how many laps are we actually doing here? But I don't want to do pit lane start, because I don't want to wait for GT freeze.
I could do a drive-through. Drive-through for the views. 1 hour, 40 laps. Like, the thing is, I don't know how much P2 messed up the quali. Quick check on the setup again. Okay, nothing to be checked really. Drop after T2 to back. Could do that. Although in a way, I prefer doing a normal first lap and then take a drive-through, because I don't want to get crashed by some madness that happens in lap 1. And then maybe, you know, maybe I mess up lap 1 anyway and lose some positions, and then we have a race. It's split 1 out of 1. So we have everything in here. I thought it would be a little bit more popular, but then again, Paul Ricard, 60-minute race. Probably Daytona 40-minute is a bit more inviting, and maybe championship races and the weeklies are going on at the same time. So, it's the perfect time to get Netcoded hard. Oh yeah, indeed. Wait, where is the green here? Quite late, right? BMW launch, unbeatable. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. I mean, if we're having a good race with P1, I don't think I should do now the pit lane. It's also slightly disrespectful, right? Where is he going? What's that top speed? Spent all the dev points on the top speed. Okay, if I make a move and start driving away, then I take the drive-through for content. But look at this now. So 3/10 gap.
Gain the 10th. It's something. Now I am missing the apexes. I need to know how to do a clean overtake around here. Le Mans setup of doom. One of the setups of all time. I didn't expect him to... Okay, well, what... this is not a drive-through, but... But I mean, it's honestly a good strategy in a way. If you qualify ahead, and if you know you can get a good start, just take the lower downforce setup and just stay ahead and defend in the corners. Yeah, well, let's see the pace difference anyway. Now the top speed rocket behind another top speed rocket. Track limit. Copy. What is it with AIs? Very popular these days. But he's doing mid 42s, that's not too bad, right? We've done low 41 quali. The race would be effectively 42-0 or low 42. Well, one lap I will have to just go for the inside of this upcoming long ride. Like if I'm close enough, just drive through him on the inside. Oh! Okay. I mean, it's better to spin towards the inside than to crash out to the left. Apex, come on. 39s with the old tire. Oh yeah. How would that look? Kind of, wait, did we not have the track before? I guess we got tire first and then the track. Struggling for traction a bit. But then yeah, like 3/10 gap, but I'm not gonna gain anything on the straight. How is the Ferrari GT3? How has it been recently anyway? I've not really seen much of them. Good old traffic. Who needs a drive-through for content if you can just have traffic? Traffic for content. Apex finally. There's a donkey on the rear bumper. The GT3, I mean. Oof. Oof. Oh, yo. Off he goes. Well then. I guess we do... Oh, he spun. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, drive through for the content. Box. That's a BMW, right? It just bottomed on the rear. In the kink. That happens on the low downforce setup. %60 brake, but nah. Colin said drive-through, I do a drive-through. It's a long pit lane, is it? Yeah, quite long. 30-second loss, maybe 25. No, actually, will it be less? Okay. P7 for the content. So actually it was only like 20-second loss. It's not that much. Of course you skip the last corner, so makes sense. I'm gonna take the yellow. How much do we get? Okay. Game on indeed. What is happening ahead? Driving by the radar. Thought there would be a gap. Catch you. I'm too close. All right. Los Angeles rush hour. Oh yeah. Well, I've not experienced it, but I can imagine. Oh. He appeared back, right? Well, that's one way to overtake. Oh, that's a cut. Come on. Okay, it went green. Well, I did lose uncomfortable amount of time here. Good time to find some pace. Not like that. Felt like he's gonna stick it on the inside, like keep hugging it, so luckily that's what happened. Come on, 41s. I need a high 41 every lap. The split, the type of split, even if we win and get pole, we lose DR. Yeah. Well, actually that's a problem. I probably have to win despite getting pole. Fourth gear is perfect. Very late to third. Otherwise it snaps. So 41.6? Yep. Where is he going? Too early on power. F1 line doesn't really work here. Slipstream. Even left him space. Thank you. .67, there you go. How much do we actually have to refuel? 54. Copy. I mean, copy. I figured out if he keeps doing what he was doing, I'm just gonna smash into him. Still gaining, while he's in traffic too. Purple. He doesn't wear what? FOV 26 for 57 inch. Probably you can use more, of course. Although, wait, doesn't matter, right? You're just gonna, if you use 26 with same geometry as I have, you will have same thing, just extra view on the sides. But yeah, I used the FOV calculator. There is a link in my Discord, but I mean it's the first or second hit always if you just use FOV calculator sim racing. Some in the chat said to check your under. Ah, okay. Colin, are you spying on me? No, honestly, there is no use at all to use shorts and underwear for sim racing. Just extra heat. Not good for men's health. .5 off. What is this? 0.667. Oh yeah, previous lap was funny. Adds weight, yep, as well. Traps the moisture from the sweat. I do put a towel onto the seat because I don't want to sit on this whatever dubious quality fabric made from whatever plastic. Oh, he binned it. Oh, he didn't bin it. What do we have to do? Another drive-through. Colin, what's the plan? What's the strategy? Please calculate. He got hit. Oh no. Double DT. Well, it's not the best test for the data that we could use for the next races anyway, but like the race in these conditions with grid or like split 1 to split 20 mixed everything into one split, you won't get much data out of it anyway. Pedals disconnected. Ay ay ay. Well, my condolences for that. Was it like a cable falling out or what was it? It was Jesper, my teammate, a couple of times just before the race was hearing the USB sound and then pedals not working. But then he changed the cable or something and then it worked again. And then same issue 1 year later and then nothing again for 1 year. Just enough to keep us on the toes. VMS is cancelled. Okay, well. Colin, investigate. But I mean, this stuff is so broken that what can you do? That's unfortunate. I don't know, Colin, what... investigate something, anything, just... Well, maybe... I mean, I'm gonna read it later, but I guess there are no dates for VMS yet. It's just indefinitely postponed until the game is stable enough to use it. Yeah, it would have been fun. I think I was gaining some laps enough to catch you. Some laps with traffic I lost a bit. I guess I would have caught you in the last laps and then I would somehow try to get around you despite you having at least 25 kph top speed advantage. Just that copy, Colin. Well then, what can we do for fun? We could try how the car feels on brake bias max front. Which, given how these tires behave, would actually not be too bad. Okay, copy, copy. Well, BMW on rear wing 1 is quite something. Try hard on one side. Yeah, we can. You know what, the brake bias doesn't care. But don't ask me to put it all the way to the rear, because I'm not gonna do it. And Colin, I can test it out. Now with a bit less space, I'm 82, 79, I can check at the pit stop. Why am I using only Genesis? Because I am official Genesis Magma Racing esports driver. In my contract it doesn't say I have to use GMR for every race, I can do other stuff for my content. But today I thought it would be a good thing to check out the setups that we have worked on for Daytona and for Paul Ricard. Because Daytona is useful for the special event, if it happens. And then VMS, well, would be useful for VMS because next round would be on this track, but now it's postponed. So that's unfortunate. Colin won't be happy, there you go. I mean, I don't know what to do with brake bias, like whatever I put, it's the same. Whatever. Just need to brake, to trail brake slightly less. The problem with hards is that, well, I'm gonna lose 4.5 seconds changing them on the left. But then I'll be 2 seconds. No, let's try. Let's try at the pit stop. Unlucky. We don't have tires. I'm not gonna put on wets though. Yeah, it was only 8 tires available. Well, I'm just happy I can actually race today. I will, like, it looks like I will actually have finished 3 races. But trick. Oh, okay. Saw him going a bit wider. I thought Apex was a bit wider. I guess it's just a nice evening ride into the sunset, into the cloudy sunset. Like Iceland had it yesterday, right? It was a fun eclipse. Ah, P3, P2 died. Oh yeah. Well, let's not forget to box. It's a bit understeering. Slightly, little bit. Maybe I can just keep decreasing brake bias until I get a big snap somewhere. It's just funny how, like, now that there is no pressure, I just think overall what is the situation with Le Mans Ultimate, and this just feels like summer 2024, when the initial hype was gone. There was a couple of splits, cool, but not many. And sometimes it was difficult to make competition, so I remember Michi like just consistently going back to front challenges for his streams. I didn't really want to. And we were always like, well, do we get a good game stability today, or will something crash? Will there be a bug? Will the server die? Will the game die? Kind of feels the same now after 2 years, I don't know. It's a bit unfortunate. Braking on the curbs, well, you have to deal... you have to be mindful of it. I mean, I don't know exactly which corners you mean, but I'll try to think now. Like here you're not really braking on the curb. Here you just go like this. And then for next corner you don't brake really on the curb. I mean, you do brake a bit, but just it's just slow and little. It's mostly into turn 1, right? Wait, let me have a think, because I do some little modulation on the brake input into turn 1, because you do lock up. It's not the best, but you kind of have to use it because it really opens it up. Yeah, look at the tiny pedal trace. It's like slight peak and then a bit drop and then higher peak.
But if you lock rears, I would suggest you to move brake bias to front. That apex is sketchy, like the cut gives you so many points. How much we need? 52. I guess we obey the game. This one is fine when you brake because you don't really smash the brakes as it's high-speed entry. Still locking up the front. Well, still 52 required. No worries. I mean, I just... I hope I did what I always do, like I just try to think of it. Uh-oh. It's a very BMW thing to do, right? Yeah, I hope that with me trying to measure my brake trace into turn 1, I did not kill the measurement, but I think I did what I do normally. I would be fuming if I was now in a big battle. But yeah, I'll just take it a bit safer. Do maybe a fastest lap if I can when the track is clear. No. I'll just wait behind. Mixed tires. Oh. Oh, I guess if you put it like this and just go no change everywhere, tells you mixed. Yeah. It keeps it on mixed. Unfortunate logic implementation. But I mean, the individual values override the tires one anyway, right? This is just like kind of indicator, like a quick selection. Have you guys seen the schedule for the next week? We're getting team races 1 hour long, like the GT, what is it, GTWC or something kind of format. I think it's Monza GT Freeze for next week. until the fair share driving rule applies. So you need to do it with 2 drivers. Although I have heard there are all kinds of exploits to that. That's a Valkyrie. Actually, long time no GT3. I want to do those. I think it's gonna be, wait, was it Wednesday, Friday, Saturday or something like that? The team specials. No, it's not specials, it's weeklies. Team weekly races. And it's actually a nice one to have driver swap and 60-minute race. I just think they put it to 3 hours so you cannot jump from one to another. Which is a shame. That was perfection. Come on, it wasn't too bad of a breaking point, but I guess the tires are slightly losing a bit of grip. Now honestly, these 2 corners are one of the hardest sequences, at least on these tires. I think in real life, when you have good rubber tires, they actually feel really nice. But here, it's just like a bit of feeling missing. But you can actually like feel a bit of nuance, how you just slowly load it up and just wait for the grip to evolve and the corner to be over to some extent, but you can actually modulate and use more and more grip so you don't overheat the tire at the start, but when the speed decreases, just load it up a little bit more.
but the front left just eventually washes wide. Try even less brake bias. It's weird though, like in R Factor 2, the brake bias was always quite sensitive. You had to be like very precise with it. But here, despite the tires being very sensitive, it just doesn't matter. Thank you, Colin. Copy, copy. Couple more 41s to wake up. What did I think would happen now? I don't know what I thought. I thought he would either go to the outside and I die for it, or he would go for the inside and I go around the outside. And he kind of went for the inside, but then suddenly just went straight. Like he turned in, but then not really, like I got super confused. Ooh, okay. And the rear is dancing a little bit over those curbs. Not a cut, okay. Thought that would be at least a yellow, if not orange. Okay, Hove, can I go like 49.6 with BB? Just for science. Yeah, copy, Zinho, copy, understood. I mean, split one of one things. We have everyone in here. It's a perfect party. Okay, okay. The rear's starting to be a bit happy with this brake bias. But it's not so obvious, you know, like I drove 60-40 before, now I'm on 49. And it's perfectly drivable. Reminds me of iRacing in a way. You can drive whatever you wish, but in the end you just have to go max rear and deal with it. Single speed activities, yep. Exactly. I feel like I can push it into corners, it's not a problem. Still lock opposite the front right a bit. It was actually 38 cars out of 38. Not sure what would happen if it was 39. Alright, till next time, Lazzo. Yeah, I mean, I hope that my pace was a bit representative. I can see okay, low to mid 41s in big esports and 40s of course for quali. Well, how far can we go then? 47.8. Is the brake bias even working? The mechanism is broken. Well, okay, maybe it's working, but... But that corner is so weird. In F1 they just floor it and use the front a little bit to rotate, but here if you try to use the front, there is just no front once you are flat out. No, honestly, I don't know like what's with this brake bias. Everything is drivable. Interesting. It starts grabbing a little bit now, the rear. But like, that's 46. Back to 60. See if any difference. Yeah, I could do the lap everyone challenge, but well, with the drive-through I messed up a bit. Okay, it is a bit pushy, or like this micro lockups disallow you to really rotate, but it's not really like a huge lockup. It's just a little bit. But you never really fully push the brakes anyway because the tires don't allow you. So then it doesn't really matter if you're on 50.0 or 58.0. Okay, I mean, yeah, the difference is there for sure, but I did expect a lot bigger. Well, 1.5 to go. And the game is still stable for me, which is nice. And I have not experienced any weird netcode issues.
So all good. I did expect maybe one or two issues, but it's alright. But I mean, even iRacing is fine sometimes. I remember a Road America battle in last lap, in last sector with hypercars. We just went fully side by side for 4 corners, very close together, without radar. And it was just flawless anyway. And I'm sure Studio 397 can fine-tune all those parameters. Do we do one more or do we just park it? I will park it. If I don't get a disqualify message. There you go. That's an impressive win, well done. Slow lap back to the pits, enjoy the moment. Thank you. I'm gonna go very slow back to the pits. Is there really anything to... I want... I mean, I don't want to add salt to the wounds, but I want to see the moment. Both moments. Oh! That's... You cannot really do much about it, like... Here when you notice, it might just fully snap and go off, so you have to go for the apex, but then he keeps kind of going into the apex and then it's LMDH and it just locks up and you just go into him. Ah, that's unfortunate. Was it here? Oh, the curb! Yeah, the curb. I thought he just bottomed on the packer or something, but it was just this curb. And then the gravel. And then another curb. Oh no! And then the tires are not happy either. Yeah, these curbs are not flat. Whee! And then the car lands, and it lands onto another curb, and it's already bouncing, and it bounces even harder, and then it's dead. Well, nice catch anyway, to avoid the barrier. Good catch, good catch. Anyway, I think that's it for today, from my side. You want me to load the Daytona... Opala. The Daytona replay? Well, let's load it. Well, the results are ready, let's see. Rank breakdown. Still missing 1 to gold free. Replace. Sorry, my brain is absolutely dead. Load. Oh no, I loaded the wrong one. I think. Nah, it's the correct one. I have the record hot laps turned on, and those save with illogical time stamps. So then I'm always confused. Well, it's a speed bump if you take it perpendicularly, right? Because it's made for that V3 layout or whatever, like for the short layout. It was nice how, like, when people slot to the left and you can just drive around, but then... I mean, I did expect him to go for the apex, but he didn't. Fair enough. And then... rear view mirror. Oh! Where has he gone? Ooh! How did I miss this? Like, probably I look at the mirror here and then I focused on braking late around the outside and making the apex. Okay. I did not notice this one before. Lucky. So. He was just destroyed by a big sniff. Ay ay ay. What was that? Like, I mean, he broke early, right? Not really. Like, it's lap 1, turn 2. Ay 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 ay. Oh no. That's the worst. Like, this guy probably sees the Ferrari in the mirror, and but nothing you can do. Just sit and pray. And then if you have a DD wheel with big force, good luck. The Toyota left some extra space. Didn't help. Ah. Unlucky. Yeah, it's instant DNF. I wanted to check what exactly happened here, so it was kind of a nice move, but I missed the apex. Just about got it. But you know, like, netcode wise, this was fine. A little bit of touch, but it's nothing ambiguous. It's just like, of course, we touched and we got what we had with the forces. It's going to be such a nice race. And then we get the traffic moment, right? Oh, it was this one. Yeah, I wanted to analyze this one. I messed this one up. So I did take some extra room very late on throttle. And then I was like, okay, now big overspeed. And then at this point I'm trying to do the perfect exit, but then they smash the brakes. And there is absolutely nothing I can do about it, other than smash the brake myself. And then I'm too close, without overspeed. Oof. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. I mean, he was sideways already, right? Rear is sideways, just about stabilizes, or just about not stabilizes, and then hooks up the curb. Yeah, smash the brake a bit for ABS stability. And then I cannot do anything because I'm too close. There is no grip around the outside. But this one was nice. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It was good fun to finally do some dailies again. Hopefully next week we can do those team 60-minute team races. Need to get somebody. Colin, do you like GT3s? Maybe a Lexus? Maybe something else around Monza? 60-minute driver swap races in the weeklies. Hopefully people like it. It's a nice idea. Either way, time to go. See you later, guys. Bye bye.